Now that you've learned the essentials of Git rebasing, well, let's switch over to interactive rebasing. How is that different? I'll show you. I've created an empty directory here. So let's go ahead and initialize Git, and let's simulate that we're working on some kind of project. So for example, we'll say class person, and we'll save that to person.php. Maybe we'll do another one for the person's job, but I will accidentally spell it wrong so that we can make another commit to fix it. I want to have a lot of examples here. So job.php, list of files, looks good. Let's go ahead and add everything to the staging area and commit with add initial person classes. All right. If we do our fancy git log here, that looks great. But now we realized we made a mistake with that job class. So I open that up, we fix it up, close it out, do a git status, add everything here. I'm using aliases now since we're starting to get a little more comfortable with all this stuff. And we'll commit with a message of fix typo. Next, if I open up our person class, well, maybe we'll do something like this. If we want to designate where a person works, we could say position, and then we could say return new job position, and we could say this job equals that, and assign it. And of course, remove the return. Okay, cool. So once again, we close that out, add that to the staging area, and git commit with allow for setting a person's job. Remember, these commits just represent things you are working on, little stop points or milestones. All right, so if we do a git log or my fancy git log, and if you haven't seen that one yet, you can just copy all of that. I'll save it to a gist or something if you're curious about that. But anyways, if we review that now, okay, so we add our person class, and then we had a typo to fix, and then we continued working on that. But then we check out our job class, and we forgot to add the braces here, so we have to fix that. We'll fix this up, put it on its own line, git status, git add everything. I have an alias of GAA, or of course that, and then git commit or GC. And once again, just to make sure we're on the same page, they're just simple aliases. Git commit with a message of dang it. Finally, let's just do a tiny bit of work on the job class, and we'll say when you initialize it, I'll use a macro here, you pass in your job title, and then we assign it, and we'll say title and return this title. Or in fact, let's disable that for the time being